What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you are new. I have another video from Jubilee today. It is, hold on, I forgot the exact name. She doesn't know I'm her mom. Shout out to all the single ladies, single mothers, all the mothers, period. Shout out to y'all. I love y'all. I love moms. I love my mom. I love your mom. I love all the moms, man. I don't know what to say. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to the channel. Original video will be linked down below in the description. And also follow me on TikTok, follow me on IG. I don't know what this video is exactly about, but I guess we're gonna find out. Let's go ahead and get into the video.
I placed
Sorry.
my daughter for adoption at 19. Should I tell her I'm her birth mom? Yes or no?
The dilemma. Jury advice. Okay. Oh, we just straight into it? She better.
I feel like there's so many factors that go into this. It's not a simple like yes or no. Something like this could really like shake their whole world. And are you healthy? Are you healthy enough to be in her life right now? You know, and it's just a lot.
I'm kind of in the middle.
No, stop.
Because,
it's definitely
like,
your mom.
if the child wants to reach out to know their birth.
Okay. Oh, hold on. So are the people in here like? I can't even talk. Is one of these people like her daughter or son? And because if that's the case, then, but I don't think so. That'd be a lot.
100%.
I think
That'd be a lot.
She should have a conversation with the parents first and make sure that they know, and then getting their consent, basically.
No, what happened? Why is my OBS tripping, bruh? Yo, hold on, y'all. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back now. Golly, bro. I had to restart everything, and then my camera messed up. It's a whole ordeal. Hopefully, I think I was right here, so let's go back into it.
And make sure that they know,
like, what?
And then getting their consent, basically.
I see my 11-year-old daughter often, and she doesn't know I'm her birth mom.
Excuse me?
Ooh. Does that change any of your minds?
Hold on.
So after hearing that she's 11 years old, I changed my mind because she's young. If she had been 18, and it'd be a different story.
I think I want to go over here. It's the 11 part that's
I'm like you. I'm like in the middle.
It's very much in the middle.
Because
I'm coming over. She's so young, and to like get thrown that information at 11, it could go negatively, positively, and I feel like.
How do you see her and she don't know?
Age and we say, because we didn't say she has to tell her this week. So how would y'all feel about telling her, you know, when she's 18 or whatever, just at any point? And
yeah, but think of yourself like as an 11-year-old,
Wow.
and think of yourself as like a 17, 18-year-old finding it out. I personally would rather find out at 11 than 18, because then I would get more upset.
I'm gonna switch.
He's on to something. He's on to something.
When I think about 11, she's still innocent. She's still got that innocence in her. By the time she's 13, our periods, our boobs are coming, our minds are, we already got enough problems at 13, okay?
How I see it is I did have an 11-year-old boy that I had in my life who was asked to be put into me and my ex-husband's life, and he knew everything. And how he saw it is he was happy that there was somebody else who loved him. Why is it a bad thing that there is another person who loves this little girl so much that she wanted to give her a better life? Why not give that positive aspect to her? Like, I am another person who loves you and has been watching out for you from far, like a guardian angel.
If
Where y'all
I
standing? Where y'all on the fence?
reveal my identity, my birth daughter could possibly have a relationship with her half-brother, my 10-month-old.
Yes. Okay, judgment?
at this point, does that change anyone's minds?
Oh, girl, look like she's judging her. Hold on. Oh, girl, look like she judged the hell out of her. Look at her. She look disgusted. Boy. Okay, maybe let me not say that. She probably not judging her. She's just probably real shocked. It is shocking. So
Being a parent, and you know, I went through surrogacy but possibly have gone through adoption before. And even when
boy
we were
on a
going through
no.
adoption, we were always like, yes, we're always going to tell this kid where they come from, who their parents are, so that we can be open and communication.
Right.
But that was our decision in the process being a parent. So these parents now who have taken over the adoption, they have a right to be able to say whether or not they want to know.
Yeah, I second that. I feel like a huge part of identity is just knowing where you come from, and it's almost counterproductive to her growth and her development to like not be enlightened of like where she comes from, you know?
I moved.
Yeah,
I'm personally adopted, and I don't know how I would feel.
I'm on the yes side.
Knowing that my
right now.
birth mom was in my life for so long, and knowing I was adopted, and just like having all those questions and just not getting the answers, and my mom lying to me. So I just feel like if you're open and honest now, it's better.
They'll understand, but it's not traumatizing as much as like 18 and you already got your life going.
Exactly.
Right.
And you did it for a reason, I assume. Like, I believe my birth mom put me up for adoption because she couldn't take care of me. And I have this amazing life now because of that decision. Of course, there was some resentment and like, you didn't want me, da-da-da. But like, when I got older and stuff, I realized that it was all for the best of me. And that's also a big thing. So kudos to you. That was definitely a hard decision, I believe.
You don't know why she did it, so let's not give too many
half
kudos
siblings,
yet.
Who I love with all my heart, but like I wish I had a stronger relationship with them and did not get to grow up with them. I feel like adding that value to the child's life would be amazing.
I think what keeps me here, like I like what a lot of you guys are saying and what we're saying too. This needs to include the parents, because the child could also have other brothers and sisters in the child's new family.
I mean, yeah, but
Gym shorts ahead, sir. Navigate around.
that don't mean they shouldn't know their other parents. I'm gonna cut this out, by the way.
Has recognized and avoided more objects than any other robot. iRobot OS.
House rule, you can only eat the broken ones.
Oops.
Rocks, make moments sweeter.
I specifically chose a gay couple, so she has 2 dads, with the intention of not having the issue of the mother later, because I knew I wanted to be in her life. I have gotten permission from them.
Excuse me? So you didn't want her to have a mom?
Multiple times, and was given that as like one of the criterias of the adoption, and I am treading extremely lightly around them, and they just continue to choose to not tell her.
I think naturally she's gonna have questions about her mom.
Yeah.
She's getting to the age where like she's gonna hit puberty and be like, oh, you guys don't know about periods. How do I do this?
Yeah.
What female.
I don't think you should say that. That's problematic. You
That-
can't
okay,
say
wait,
just
wait,
because
wait.
they're 2 gay guys that they don't know that they won't be able to, be able to tell her how to take care of herself.
Now you knew what she meant. You knew what she meant. They are men. Men, we don't I mean, we know about periods, but like at the same time, we don't have periods, so we don't really necessarily relate. Come on now.
I meant like the way like.
Come on now.
Like putting in a tampon, you know?
Yeah, I mean that's what they signed up for, to
That's
have
true.
a little girl,
You know
is to
what?
show her how to take care of herself.
I'm curious.
No,
what is
I
the
mean,
reason for
yes.
wanting to let you tell them?
She knew what she meant.
Given me
I
one.
know what she mean.
I've been told it will happen. Multiple times it's been, oh, she's starting to ask questions. We should sit down and talk about it. And then when I set up the meeting, we don't discuss it.
Okay, that
Damn.
changes my mind. I think that's
So you
not
want to
fair
tell them.
that they're not giving a time frame for you. I plan to have kids myself too, and I'm not going to lie to them. 2 guys, we can't make a child, so I'm going to say like there is a woman that is your mom.
I'm gay, and I have a husband, and I have 2 daughters. Our 2 girls know everything. We've told them everything. They know everything. I don't know the reason why they're not telling her. All I know is that as a gay man who has 2 daughters and who are constantly, having comments like that come to us like, oh, what are you going to do when they turn 13 because, you don't know, you're not a woman. You don't know these things. I have many strong women in our lives, like my husband and I and we're going to lean on them.
But
when
you're
that happens.
still.
But For that 11-year-old,
her point is you're not a woman though. Like yes, you have strong women in your lives and everything. That's fine, but we don't know these other people. We don't know if they have strong women in their lives that help them. I mean, I don't know, bro. I understood what you were saying.
I'm your mom.
And y'all tripping about it.
In her eyes, yes, that would be fantastic. But those two guys are now going to be looked at as someone that this little girl cannot trust anymore. And that's what's getting me.
If you were to tell her without permission,
nah, I'm not with Buddy.
Aftermath of that.
Well, I would never. Just like you're saying, they do have strong women around them already.
Okay.
I never want to assert my dominance because I gave up that right, and I gave them the option to choose which women they want in their lives to fill that kind of motherly role.
I have one quick question for you. I just want to ask like more clarity as someone who doesn't have that perspective. Like, why do you think the child would lose trust potentially in the parents?
I think it's a huge thing to keep this away from her. I think an 11-year-old is very smart. It's just very concerning to me that, that this huge thing that will impact this little 11-year-old girl's life doesn't come from her two dads. And will come from you. And I'm sure you're a wonderful person. You have all the great intent in the world, but I think that needs to be made by the two dads.
Okay, pause right here. But what she's saying is she set up meetings to tell or have a conversation with the little girl, and the two dads are like, no, or they set up the meeting and it doesn't get brought up. So it's like they're given the option. She wants to give them the option to do it, and they're not doing it. So it's like, what? I mean, if they don't want to do it, then stop letting her come around and be in the meetings and all that type of stuff. Because I mean, you're just playing with her at that point.
Your story was very.
If I'm making sense,
right? I want to be a father one day. If I were you, I'd be more assertive and like get like a time frame. Like say, okay, well, let's kind of flesh this out.
I agree on that. I do think she should be told, but I think she should be told by her parents.
I think there's very unclarity of what you think.
Let's ask.
Let's wait 1 minute. Aurora, what's your thought process here?
I have firm faith that they will meet you halfway and you'll be able to have that moment, but you can't do it on your own.
If I were to
But she said she's setting up meetings.
And
am I missing something?
I'm adopted. If my birth mom came to me and was like, I'm your mother, and my parents knew and didn't tell me first, that's where I feel like the distrust would come from. Do you feel like you want to be
I agree
her
with that.
mother again? Is that like part of your intention?
No. I'm a huge ally, and I chose gay dads because I knew that she would be loved like what I wasn't able to do at the time.
Thank you for that.
And
awesome.
Yeah, but I don't have their perspective at all. I'm a cis heterosexual woman, and I haven't gone through anything that they've gone through.
I switched.
Okay, are we under the assumption that she's saying that she just wants to tell them, and that's how it's supposed to be? That's how we're looking at it. She's just gonna tell them herself. Because if that's the case, then no, she should not do it. But they all have a meeting together, and they all just tell her at once or whatever. I mean, it's still telling. I don't know, bro. I'm confused now.
Because I don't think it's a good idea for her to tell her daughter. I don't think that's okay, because then she will be like, you lied to me my whole life, to her dads, and she's hearing it from her. But at the end of the day, it's not like, it can't be the end and be all for the rest of her life though at the same time. So I mean, yeah, you have to, somebody's gotta tell her.
I'm gonna say, can you stay on one side? What you doing? Man, look. Tell that little baby, y'all gotta set up that meeting. You already in her life.
Just so huge for me as a parent.
Definitively, they're lying.
Yeah.
And you have to put yourself in the position of being lied to. When are they gonna be ready?
She kept talking about her needs, right? If she tells the kid before the parents do, the parents
shouldn't do that.
can fully be like, I don't trust you anymore.
She can't do that.
The point is for her to stand her ground. Setting all morals aside, it's legally binding that they have to tell her.
She doesn't see the whole
I didn't know that.
360-degree picture in that house, what's discussed. And so for her to come in and just reveal this huge amount of news can be very, very life damaging to the little girl.
Okay, all right. Before we get to a decision or whatever, she should not tell her on her own. She should not go in the house and be like, hey, I'm your mom. But they do need to come together as a whole, as a family, and be like, hey, this is your mother. You know, yeah, this is your mom. She's gonna talk to you. She's gonna explain everything to you. Yada yada yada. However they want to do it, that should happen. She's already in her life, so it's like, who does she think she is? That's what I'm confused at. She already around the daughter, and that's not her mom apparently. So I mean, to the daughter, it's not her mom. So who is she? Just a random lady?
Piece of advice to you is definitely be strong in what you want. Be direct. Redirect the conversation if you have to. If you have to take initiative, take it, because I will say, when I didn't, I regretted it for the rest of my life.
Yikes.
And I don't want you to live through that.
Yikes.
You're amazing for doing what you did. I respect you for that, for specifically, you know, placing them in that place. But I also think that there's a lot more people involved and not just you. You owe it to her to be honest and to be trust and to be patient. And you owe it to them to be patient. You know, it's been 11 years. I think you can be patient a little longer and let the dads do it on their time. They said that they will, and I think that should be respected.
Okay, but if they don't, then what? No, bro.
Right, Paige, have you made your
How long is she supposed to wait? If she want to tell her, how long is she supposed to wait? What you decide? She gonna say no. She gonna say no. She gonna say no. I already know it. It has to be from the perspective of she's just gonna go in and tell her by herself.
Yeah.
It will.
What you did was selfless.
Not
I'm
like
excited for you. The first
it's a
when
group
it's
thing
finally
planned out.
there, and that reconnection and all that love that you can give to her now, just openly. I'm really excited for her and for you.
It has to be. Oh, 2 weeks later? Ooh, updates. I didn't even see that.
Kind of allowed me to have all of the perspectives that I was missing. And so to have an unbiased gay man tell me, no, you know, I think we need to settle down and kind of go at the pace of the parents was definitely impactful. I hope that other birth moms, as well as myself, can really feel validated in our decision. And get our needs met, even if that means not getting what we actually want, but just maybe try to find something else that will bring that peace and relief.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds, owner of Mint Mobile.
Ryan,
Offer,
man, I was about to. Anyways, how do y'all feel about it? Should she tell her or should she not tell her? I think she should tell her, but I do think it should be a controlled environment. I think everybody should be there. Waiting for the other parents to say anything is kind of messed up, because they don't say anything ever, and she wants to tell her eventually. I assume that she gonna end up telling her by herself anyway. So I mean, yeah, that's why I'm at with it. Let me know down below what you guys think. Original video will be linked down below as well. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, that's all I'm saying. My intro, right? Intro, wow, outro. See you guys next time. Appreciate you. Peace.